Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Fabrice Lundamo. I am a man, so Mr. Fabrice Lundamo, P.O.P. My current name at this era is a man of nature. Today is Thursday, the 26th of June 2025. The current time is 5:25 p.m. The weather temperature is 24 degrees Celsius. Me, I am in UK, Great Britain, England, London City, borough of Sadak, in Borough and Bankside, in this environment called Tabac Garden. Outside my front door, flat 16 Geoffrey Os, Pardon Street, SE140 Derby. First of all, I'd like to salute everybody around the world, men and women, non-binary, gender, transgender, gay, lesbian, regardless of the gender, you know what I mean? But human living be. Apart from my enemy, my haters, people dislike me, people don't like me, people don't love me. I ain't got nothing to say about that, them or that. You understand? But my people, those who know me and those who like to know me, those who love me, those who like me, everybody, salute you. Now, the current message, the message at this moment that I'm giving, this is a contribution to the society. I would like the government to pay attention to this kind of message, because this is a message that is very important in this era we live in. I called myself a man of nature, P.O.P, Mr. Fabrice Lundamo. I got the blood of ancestor Belgium. I got the blood of Yaka tribe. I got the blood of Nyanga tribe. I got the blood of Ngombe tribe. I got the blood of Nibu tribe. Now, it's not about color, not about religion. In fact, I would like to notify people, me personally, as you see me here, my ancestor, we have a church, which is #1 church in the country where I was born, DRC Congo, Kinshasa. It's called Kimbangiste. Now, Kimbangiste is the church of my ancestors, with the only black prophet on earth, Prophet Simo Kimbangu. Now, because of the tribe Nyanga, I am also affiliated with Congo Republic, the capital city, Brazzaville. Because my granddad told me, Nyanga tribe in the Empire Congo, in Congo Empire, back then below the 1900 Congo Empire, when it used to be Congo Empire, it was free country. I mean, free country as 3 different countries in one. One of it today is called Angola. It was included in the Empire, Congo Empire. One of it is called DRC, the country where I was born. Well, I can't guarantee you that I was born there, because a baby doesn't know where they're born. But I grew up there. I started my nursery there. I remember being on my grandma's back. She used to carry me as a toddler. I remember. That's why I know I was born in the Congo is a fact. But as a baby doesn't know where they're born until you've been told. You know what I mean? Until you find yourself, you can speak, you can croak, you can walk. Perhaps you notice your nursery. You know what I mean? You know what country you're born. But to be honest, a baby doesn't know where they're born. But as a toddler, I was in Congo, in my grandma's back, and I start calling, I start walking. All the memory I have it. So it's guaranteed I am a Congolese. I was born in the Congo. Now the over Congo, which is the Republic of Congo, because of my granddad's tribe. In the Empire Congo, in the Congo Empire, the Nyanga was one people. Basically, the story goes like this. One of our ancestors, Nyanga tribe, he was a king. Now, he had only one son. Because the empire was big. You see, like in England, what they used to call, now we got King Charles. For me, I came here in the time of Her Highness the Majestic Queen Elizabeth II, Boss of all Platinum. Since she won the platinum, I call her Boss of all Platinum. Now, you see, in the time of Queen Elizabeth, Her Highness the Majestic, her son, the current king, King Charles III, used to be known as Prince of Wales. You understand? as now, King Charles III is the king. Now his son, Prince William, is the Prince of Wales now. You understand? So in my great granddad's time, when Congo Empire used to be one, including Angola, Congo Brazzaville, and Congo Kinshasa, DRC, and Republic Congo. So when they were one, that king had one son. So his son was based in Congo Brazzaville, Congo Republic, which is which has the capital city as Brazzaville, the same as King Charles III is the king, but his son Prince William is the Prince of Wales. You understand? So it's like that. So King Charles is the current king, King Charles III or King Charles III. I don't know which is the best way to pronounce it. You know what I mean? King Charles III or King Charles III. But you see, King Charles, the current king of United Kingdom, his son is known as the Prince of Wales. Now, in the Congo Empire, that king, his son was known as the Prince of Congo Republic. You understand? But that is the bloodline of my ancestors. That's who I am. I have that blood in me, the Nyanga tribe. You understand? Now, the fact that his son was over there, that is why some of my tribe people in Congo Brazzaville, the Nyanga tribe is over there because of the son there. You understand? But the king himself was in Congo DRC, and that's the bloodline of my granddad. You understand? So the people you see in Congo Brazzaville, in Congo Republic, the capital city Brazzaville, that is the blood of my great granddad as well, because they are the same tribe. But the first son of the king went there for the production of those people, Nyanga tribe in Congo Republic. But king himself and the remaining of his family remain in Congo. You understand? That's why you see the both Congo Republic with the capital city Brazzaville, with Congo DRC with the capital city Kinshasa. I am one of the representatives. I represent that blood. So when we go, when I'm talking to you like this, I've got the right to be in Congo Brazzaville. I've got the right to be in Congo DRC. I can have Congo Brazzaville passport. I can have Congo Democratic Republic passport. You understand? So this is something that certain people don't understand. But you see, me as young as I am, I know these kind of things because I grew up with my granddad until he passed away in 1996. I was a young boy. I think I was a very young boy. You know what I mean? But I remember that. And I was the choosing grandson to put a sheet on him, fabric sheet, before they close the coffin so they can bury it. Now they choose me to do that. Fortunately, I loved my granddad so much, I was unable to do that. Plus, I was a young boy. I was a toddler. I was not a toddler, but I was a little boy. So the love of my granddad, seeing him dead, seeing him in the coffin, and they're choosing me to put the fabric sheet on him so they can close the coffin so they can go bury him. I was unable to do that. Broke down, I cried. You know what I mean? But you see that day, spiritus. The spirit of my ancestor follow me. Something deep happening there. Something very deep happening. You know what I mean? My aunt's still alive. She's in Congo DRC in Kinshasa. You know what I mean? She's the one who chose me. You know what I mean? You see my auntie there. Her name is I'm not gonna talk about other people. You know what I mean? But she's my auntie. But today I don't want to talk about her. But if you see some of my video, you can see I mention her or whatever. But today, in particular time, at this moment, I don't want to mention anything about her name or anything like that. But she, you know what I mean? I remember when I was a toddler, you know what I mean? She used to play with me, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I love her so much. She loved me so much according to my beliefs, you know what I mean? Now, I still have, but I'm no longer in Congo DRC, in Kinshasa. I'm here now, you know what I mean? But I grew up with my auntie. I used to follow her everywhere, even going as a young boy, you know what I mean? I used to follow her everywhere. I used to go there, beg money, feed me, you know what I mean? I spent time with her until she had the first door, you know what I mean? I'm going to see that door there. She had the second one, and then me have to leave her to come in. You understand? But that day when my granddad died, you know what I mean? When they was about to go bury him, my auntie there, she's the one who chose me. She said, Fabrice, now you need to put this fabric sheet on your granddad so they can close the coffin. They're going to bury him. And everybody was crying because when it is a ceremony, when they're doing the ceremony, the what they call it, the funeral organization and all that. Now it's time to close the coffin. Everybody cries, you know what I mean? That people were crying so much that everybody broke down. And but they choose me to put the fabric sheet on him, you know, while the coffin is open. So when I put it, then they'll close and they pick up the coffin and they're gonna go bury him. But while everybody's broken, me too, I love my granddad so much. I spent time with my granddad, and they gave me the fabric as well, I hold it with me, but I broke down. I was unable to do so. And my auntie, she said, no, remove this boy from doing this kind of thing. Just let him. And they removed me. I was young, but they removed me there, and I went there. I chose somewhere to sleep, and I covered myself. Some spirits came. Everybody knows that, because my granddad he was a village chief. While we were living in the capital city, but my granddad travels up and down to their village. Up and down. One day I asked my granddad, I said, Granddad, sometimes you have to leave, you have to go back to the village. Me personally, I wonder, where is your village? You know what I mean? This is why I know what I know, because my granddad managed to explain to me certain few things about our tribe, you know what I mean? My bloodline, you know what I mean? And growing up with these kind of things, I do research most of the time, you know what I mean? And I managed to speak as I'm speaking now. You understand? Basically, there's one guy that's coming behind the camera. You know what I mean? That's why I'll move the camera this way, and I don't want him to be on my camera anyway. You know what I mean? Now, basically, I just changed the camera this way because you see somebody passing around me, but I don't want this person to be on my video. But now, basically, what happened is, today, I'm not talking about that. That was just in bracket business. But the most important things I want to talk about today, first of all, for those who work, or even if you don't work, but you get money somehow, you have to manage to live nice. Live nice, live happy life. Because in life, you know what I mean, you can't have money and you live it dirty. You can't have money and you live it unhappy. Because certain people, you know what I mean, they're very broke, but they're living happy. They can't change living in this position, in this situation. You're going to just manage to live day by day, trying to be happy. But now you got all this facility to be happy, but you're walking around dirty, you know, you ain't got no destination, swinging up and down like a weird windy, you know what I mean, face screw, you know what I mean, like someone in the war zone. You see too much death. You love happiness, smiling business, it become a problem, you know what I mean? Laughing, it become a problem, you know what I mean? You cannot afford to laugh, you cannot afford to smile, you live in sadness, you live in face screwed up, like I don't know, like what I can say, I don't know, you know what I mean? But my advice is, you know what I mean, you have to try, you know what I mean? Because greediness about money, that's why you see certain people are losing it. Everybody want to be rich. Everybody want Bentley. Everybody want Rolls Royce. Everybody want Jaguar Eagle. Everybody want Range Rover. Everybody want house in Belgravia, in Cheshire, in Bromley, in Mayfair, in Kensington. Yeah, everybody dreaming. I need this mansion. I need, you know what I mean? All this business nonsense. You know what I mean? Now trying to live happy life. In this country we live, even if you're gay, you can marry gay. It's allowed. Even if you're lazy babe, you can marry lazy babe. Even if it's Adam and Eve business. You know what I'm trying to say? Adults will understand what I'm talking about. It's allowed in this country. They say he only finished when he's divorced. So we all know that. You know what I mean? But my advice today is one of these kind of things. But now to the government people. Government, you need government members. From the in this country we don't have president, we got prime minister, and we got the king. No, member of government and member of a certain organization, CEO, director, manager. You know what I mean? To the lowest worker. You know what I mean? You have to try to do your job correctly. A certain position is making you do fishy business, messing people's life. You know what I mean? Killing people's life. But people like me personally, I don't like this kind of things. That's why you see people like me sometimes I disrespect people in higher position, because I don't like my life to be messed by someone who's living jealous life. And it pisses me off as well when I know you're in good position, but You just want to mess over people. People you even better than them. So I don't understand these kind of things. It pisses me off. Now you look top leaders, you look in the higher ranking position. You know what I mean? You look so-called educated people. One more thing I would like to add is like, when you talk about your university, you talk about the qualification you have, you talk about your money, all the good stuff you have, all the positive thinking, and you behave so dumb and you kill some people's life. It's not really fair, and it's not power. It's not power. It's not power. I can qualify it as a devilish, you know what I mean, or negativity business. But I don't think if I say devilish, certain people agree that the devil, the demon, or you know what I mean. So not in a disrespect way, but anything that is not positive is negative. So let's use the negative word. Now, think we can understand each other's. Now, do the job correctly. You know what I mean? Stop like over people. You know what I mean? They say over here we sell Coca-Cola, but when you go there you want to buy Coca-Cola, they're selling Pepsi. You understand? You go over here, they sell sugar, but when you get in there to buy sugar, they're selling salt. You understand? You go here, they say they sell steel. When you want to buy steel, they're selling aluminium. Or you go there, they sell aluminium, but that's inside there, they're selling metal. You know what I mean? Confusion. Stupid business. As an example, in this country we live, we got national insurance number. But now, for me to apply for my British passport, fill the application to take it to the post office, the application is asking me to go look for somebody who's going to be like a referee, someone who knows me, someone who can sign their signature in my application. The government, what is all that? I've got national insurance number, NI. I've got an address. I got bank details. I got bank address. I got many things. I deal with the SADA council. Now, with all the reference, I got a reference from nowadays we got e-visa for certain people who come from abroad. You know what I mean? Because it's gonna be even easier, I think, if somebody was born here. But that's just something government need to look into, because it doesn't make sense someone who has SI number, who have what they call it, national insurance number, someone who has a address, someone who's lazy in the country. You understand? And you asking him or her to go look for somebody there to fill to put a signature saying they know this person. Can't you the government see that you gave someone the national insurance number? Can't you the government see that you gave someone address? So what is all that about? As an example, I recently applied for this card here. I'll show you at the proof. This card here is called Citizen Card. It's got the stamp of SIA, which they say Security Industry Authority. Security Industry Authority. Now it's got a NPCC, which is National Police Chief Council. Now they say here is a passport of age card. Now you take this to certain places like the bank. They say they don't know this card. They don't accept it. So with all this code you put in there, this card cannot be accepted to the British bank, NatWest. Don't make no sense. They need driving license. So imagine I do have it, but imagine someone who do not have it, and they think, oh, this is the only card, ID card, that I can search and I can find. And I had this, but they say they don't know. So it don't make sense. When you create things like this, you create things like the national insurance number. But when someone's filling application, they say, no, we cannot take the citizen card. Plus, we think you need somebody who knows you to sign for you to apply for a passport. Like a referee. What's all this? No, fix up. No, that it was for the authority. last month film for the authority. Stop all this nonsense business. When you sleep with some ladies as a man, or you sleep with some men as a woman, or you sleep with men as a man, or you sleep with women as woman, and you think you can use over people. You think if people are not in your team, they can't less on earth. They can't less in the society, in the country, in the city, in the village, in whatever location. That is bullshit. That is bullshit. Your position is making you abuse others. You love relationship, you hatred toward over people in interest of love, money, position, authority, or whatever. Me, I disagree with that. And as an advice, this is what I wanted to talk about today. Life is not ending, or is not yet end. We're still alive. So next time when I got another things to say, I will say that. But meanwhile, I think that was enough for the government. And the video is already 21 minutes. I think soon I'm gonna finish this today's video. So I'm gonna more to add on that topic. Now, to society, member of the society, regardless politician or jobless or wherever you mean. Now, in this country we live, you're able to get benefit as born in this country, born legacy, born British. And when I say British, some black people think them two are British, and some white people agree them two are British. But there's a difference between being English and being British. Well, the Britishness, that puts us all in common. Even Northern Ireland, Scotland, Wales, or England, we British. You understand? Now, if you're born in this country, personally I'll talk about England because I live in England. This front door you see here where I am, this is Sadak. This is Sadak in Bowen Bankside in Tabar Garden. This building is called Geoffrey Osman, flat door number is 16. Now, if you're born in this country, because I don't know about that, I never lived in Northern Ireland, I never lived in Wales, I never lived in Scotland. So personally, I'm just going to talk about England. If you're born in this country, you're able to get benefit. Thank God, thank old ancestors, thank the system, thank whoever created this organization, this system, to enable certain people to live peacefully. Now, you can get benefit. Why you can see over people's life? You see the greediness of money. It's causing you mess up. It's causing you sell your body. It's causing you become a thief, criminal, killer, murder, squatters. All this nonsense. It's the greediness of money. It's lack of understanding. It's maybe lack of education. No, look into yourself. Who's messing who? Because you see the system that certain ancestors created before my age human born on this earth, even the younger one that will come, even certain people that were before me, they benefited on this kind of system. Now, people like me, with little that I get, I live in peace. No, you can't live in peace with little that you get. So what is it? It's greediness. But what you don't understand, if what the government gives you is not enough, you know how you can survive? You can get a job in this country, this job. Nowadays, we got people riding. Me personally today, I usually do that constantly all the time. I live on the system of buying on the internet. You understand? Pay my internet. Today, I bought a trainer yesterday, right? And they deliver it today. You know why they deliver it today? Because I pay £11.99 for next day service guarantee. You understand? Now I got my item. It's in there. New pair of trainer. You understand? It's there. I woke up in the morning, I need to drink because I'm running on Coca-Cola in my house. I bought washer, Tesco. or washer, Tesco, and delivery. The rider brought my item. I paid £3, £2.99 for that service. If you spend £40, the capacity of your baggage is it can be able to be carried by the bike. The rider bring it to me. You understand? Now, you cannot be satisfied with the benefit. You don't want to get job. So now, who's messing who? So now, because you think you're sleeping with the Prime Minister, King Geoffrey, some judge, some policeman or policewoman, some manager, some CEO, and you think you cannot be looked into. You think nobody takes you in consideration. You think you run the world or you run this country. No, there's certain people watching you. There's certain people taking notes, taking account, evaluating what is going on in the society, in the neighborhood, in the city, in the country, in every location in this land we live. You understand? Now fix up, because with the little benefit you get. Now, if you live with parents, perhaps you don't spend a lot as well. You understand? So it could be enough for you, and you can live in peace. Now, if you don't want to live that way, go find a way. The way is where get a job. You don't need to do crime, because they can spare you prison, or because you can become a fugitive and start running away from warrants, from orders to get you down, to bring you down, to get you paid. So live with benefit and be peacefully. If you are satisfied with what little you get, go get a job. Go get a job, ride a bike. Go get a job, a cleaning job. If you got qualification, go look for all this kind of job. You're born in this country. It's given to you. You are prioritized. Certain people are coming from abroad, they're working in a high position. Not everybody is selling their soul with the bosses. Not everybody is sleeping with bosses. Certain people, they go look for it. You know what I mean? They're working nicely. No, you that's working in this kind of organization. No. If your boss is just telling you to mess people, you have to remember your boss is watching you as well. So if the boss can tell you, corrupt you to mess over people, the boss knows you're a corrupted person. That means someone else can corrupt you to mess the boss as well. Do you understand that? Now, pay attention to just what I just said. If anybody is pushing you to do these kind of things, that anybody that's pushing you to do this kind of things, he knows you are a bad person. Somehow, they're looking over their own shoulder as well. That person is looking over, or she's looking over herself or himself, because he's dealing or she's dealing with somebody who can be corrupted. Now, you understand what I just said to you? Now, if you live with parents, you perhaps can say to them benefit. Now, if it's not enough, you get a job. But if you don't want to get a job, you want to live in crime, life change. The current era is different. Nowadays, you see, many people got camera, phones. The same way I'm recording myself here, talking this kind of things. Sometimes I walk on the streets and see certain people with their phone. Some people, you think they're talking on their phone. No, they're recording what is around them. The face is exposed. The police put new system, new camera system. They're catching facial features. You know what I'm trying to say? No, but now, if you look into better yourself from quitting parents, job can help you do that. You're a man, you like a man, go get a man and sit down, talk. You can live together. What you're going to bring on the table, what I'm going to bring on the table, it can be achieved. You like a woman, you can meet a woman, you say, this is how we can do, what we can do, how we can do it, and let's come in, let's meet in the middle. You know what I mean? We better ourselves. If you're a man who like woman or a woman who like man, it can be achieved as well. You need to talk to each other. You understand? No, stop swinging around you girls. You girls, I'm giving you advice. As a man, I am a single man. You know what single men do? Single men are curious about everything that goes on the internet. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm trying to be polite today. Now, your video acceptance is exposed. Your video acceptance, your acceptance video, where you're bragging about your body, you're bragging about your head to toe, front and back, is exposed. Now, men like me, men who's like me, the person who's talking to you about this positive life, this peaceful life, is the man who cannot go out with a woman like you because you exposed too much. You're selling my marital bed, you're selling boyfriend bedroom, you're selling everything that goes in your companion bedroom. Now, me as a man, I don't want a woman like you. You're gonna be living in my house. Everything about me is exposed. Even I hug you, even I kiss you, even I stroke your hair. Everything is given to you to say. Now you think you're writing music, you think you're writing a music video, ideology. You think you're writing movie scripture. No, all these kind of things can be proven because someone who knows who you're dealing with can also see what is going on outside there by what you're selling, and they can understand this is the correct life of this person who's living with this person. And now check this person, we can get the links of who publicize what you just sold. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Now, last thing was I'm not gonna go above 45 minutes at this particular moment. In fact, I wanted to make it short, but I did up, but I'm gonna try my best to stop it sooner or later. Now, one last thing I was about to say. You little girls, stop sleeping around, and now you don't know who's your baby father, or you're doing it on purpose. You sleep with this one, but you go there, you say it's this one's pregnancy, and this one's raising an overmanaged child. You see that? You can get money, or you can corrupt, or you can mess people, right? Because you corrupted. But you're messing newborn, new human being on earth, gene, and ancestors, business, history. You understand what I'm trying to say to you? Now, you think the system of social care, adoption, foster care, because it's there, you think the child will benefit, or you think you don't care about the human soul. It's a lost business. Because even the manager in the social care, even the manager in the foster care, even the manager in your adoption business, even the lawyers that sign papers, even the leaders that control this organization, they're paying attention to who brought this child here. They're paying attention to why this child is here. They're paying attention to all that. Now, last more thing I would like to say to the ladies: stop producing baby after baby for benefit. You can have millions of children to get millions on benefit, but without guidance, they'll end up on this situation. What I'm talking about, man like me do not like. You understand? Because sooner or later, we already seen it. Me, I grew up in this country. I see many of girls that I knew. Most of them now are single women. Most of them, they are single women. If they're not single women, the single mom or single woman. Because there's certain things that they don't do right. They don't understand. But me personally as a man, there must be things that I don't do right, because nobody is perfect on earth. But you need to give people chance. Give chances and fix yourself up. You understand? Because me, I don't like this kind of nonsense business with any woman. You know what I mean? And I believe any woman that got sensible mind, if she sees, or let's just say if they see something in me that they don't like, perhaps they can talk to me as well, the same way I'm talking about this kind of business. You understand what I'm trying to say to you? Now, be at home, don't swing up and down without destination. Because you working on society, stealing people's, squattering people's house, money people's business. You know what I mean? You think outside, everybody need to know you. You think you're flashing outside or whatever you do. Nowadays, it's not tolerated. You can think nobody cares, but many people are watching. Videos exposed everywhere. There's certain people nowadays, everybody become motivational speaker. Everybody become life coach. The people are looking for history. you know what I mean, to make the day-to-day video chatting pod, like they call it, podcast or cat pod or whatever. You know what I'm trying to say? But me personally, my video is not about that. My video is just to give advice, my contribution to the society. If I have something I think is important, I can tell people, and I don't talk about people. Me personally, when you see me mention anybody, that means mention something with a story. I don't talk behind people's back. I don't need to tell your story behind your back for my gain or to disrespect you. I don't do that. I am the kind of man who can disrespect anybody, even when they're dead. You know what I'm saying? That is what it is. So when I mention people's name, usually I mention it according to saying my story. They took part in my story. You know what I mean? They're involved in my story. If I have to mention them, I mention them. You understand? So be a hoe, buy on the internet, sacrifice this £2.29 on washer, sacrifice £5 for few days delivery, sacrifice £9 for next day delivery, sacrifice £11 for next day guaranteed delivery. You know, say all this so is enabling us to live in peace, to save energy, to not be swinging up and down like winded. You know what I mean? Incident, hazardous, coincidence, all these things are there. So the system, the government, the country we live, the city we live, the land we live, enable us to live peacefully. Maybe you can live longer, or maybe you can live even happy while you're living. Live happily. You know what I mean? Everybody's got a problem. Everybody need to better themselves. But certain people never been well educated. So you're not going to get a job as a manager unless you sleep in a CEO. And even if you get it, you're just going to mess the company. You understand? Because you're not well educated. So even if you sleep with the CEO to put you a manager, what are you going to do? It's messing the country. You understand? The system. No. Trying to calm down, trying to relax, trying to live peacefully, little that you can get. You understand? And if you think that little one is not enough for you, you know what I mean? Trying to manage how to find a peaceful way, positive way to earn your money. You understand? Earn your money. In this land we live, as I said, you can get benefit, you can get a job. In certain country, in certain location, people are struggling. There is no government assistance in certain country. Nobody wake up in the morning, they pay them benefit. For years. Maybe it's been going on for centuries, for millennia. You understand? And even to find a job is hard in certain country. You understand? So you have to cherish, like one girl used to tell me, cherish your time, you know what I mean, trying to live happily. You know what I mean? It's nothing. You know what I mean? Many people you see they're driving Bugatti Veyron, Aston Martin. You don't know what they done to be in that position. You know what I'm saying? If everybody can tell you their story, some story will scare you. You know what I mean? There's certain people you see them, they're driving plane, private jet. They don't sleep. They don't sleep because they don't like money. No, they do have money, but they don't sleep. Through what they've been doing, through how they're living their life, even sleeping is not something affectional no more. Even smiling, laughing, you know what I mean? Even being happy, sit down and talk to people happily. They can never afford them. You understand? Some people, their brain is full of negativity, full the life they believe in, or full the people they surround themselves, you know, or full the situation they're going through, or maybe just greediness, or maybe being less educated, not intelligent in their brain. So today my advice to you people, especially younger generation, you understand? Younger generation, I give advice, try to fix up. So you see, sometimes I go on the internet and I see they say apprenticeship for 18 to 25. You need to get to that business. Me, as you see me, when we came in this country, when I came in this country, young boy that I was, have to go through Stockwell Park High School, have to go through college. I was dealing with the connection. There was an organization called Connection. They support us, guide us on how to get benefit, how to get a job, how to fix CV, how to look for apprenticeship. You know what I mean? And they were supporting us through giving us bus pass, voucher for McDonald's, KFC. It was there, everything. They give you money in paper. You understand? They give you paper that you can take food. You can go. You see what? I'll be honest. You know what I used to do with it? They'll give me paper, go money like £20 on paper. I'll go to Tesco and I look for someone who's going to Tesco. I say, you see this is worth £20. Take this paper, scan it there. You take £20. Just give me £10. I sell £20 paper for £10, so I can smoke drugs and stuff like that. You understand? But this situation is changed. Nowadays we don't have EMA. They pay you EMA for going to college. £30 a week in 2004. £30 a week for just attending every single lesson. You understand? So if you attend every single lesson, at the end of the week, you got £30. All you have to do, they gave us a diary. As soon as you attend the lesson, you know what I mean? At the end of the lesson, not every single lesson, but at the end of the school day, you take it to your main teacher. You understand? Because in college, you know, every single lesson is mostly different teacher. But there is one teacher that you don't know that this is the captain of teachers. They allocate somebody among the teachers that is based on signing that diary. So when you go to college, you attend every single lesson. He's aware of it. You understand? Now, at the end of the lesson in college, you take that diary to him. He's going to sign it. He agree, yes. I check the register. You are there at every single lesson. He's signing. So he has to do that every single day for the week. And at the end of the week, he goes full on every single lesson. You get £30. And back then, you know how much a sneaker used to cost? I bought Superstar Adidas. £37. Superstar Adidas. £37. You understand? So 1 week got me brand new pair of trainer Adidas Superstar. It was made by that generation, that era. You know what I mean? So if you see it in today, it could be like 120. So imagine they give you 120 at the end of the week, and by next week you buy a trainer that costs £120. And this is a trainer made at this era, like now 2025. You understand? So fix up. When you see apprenticeship, go to apprenticeship. Don't sit at home with parents thinking you're waiting for parents to die so you can inherit the tenancy agreement. That is useless, because parent too has to live. Stop praying for your parents to die. You're going in their house and you think they should die, they should leave you there. You're gonna wait for years. Because me, as you see me, I watch the neighborhood. All these grown-up man and grown-up woman, I pay attention to them. If they're missing, I know what they're missing. I'm paying attention to who live in their house. Don't kill parents to inherit the property. Their money in the bank, their car is useless. And I said, try to find your way. You understand? As a big man. See me, to be honest with you, if I was not able to go to the hostel life, I was not able to get myself a property through Sadar Council. You know what I mean? While I was living with my parents in Stockwell, my intention was to finish college and finish university. While I'm going to university, I'm saving. As soon as I finish my university, I'll come out and rent a room or places and go work. I started working since I came in this country. My first job in this country, I was 16. I was working in a good restaurant called Scott's Restaurant in Green Park, next to Oxford Street. I mean, at the end of the month, £1,000 at the time, 2004. No, 2004. You understand? At 2004, I was working in a restaurant called Scott's Restaurant in Green Park, before Oxford Street, next to Hilton Hotel, all them area. A rich restaurant. In the restaurant, that is where I met the Western manager back then, Alain Kabishi. Outside that restaurant, I met Paul McCartney. Outside that restaurant, the Scott Restaurant. It's a rich restaurant. It's a restaurant where rich people you think of, you dream. They used to go eat there. You understand? Me, I used to work there as a kitchen porter. I watch plating. I watch plating. Plate. I watch plates. You know, I'm catering. I was working in the catering industry. You understand? I only worked there for 1 month. understand? Because the guy who brought me to this company, himself, he left because he found another opportunity. And I was left there by myself. And the new guy who replaced him, you know what I mean, changed the system. So I lost my job. You understand? Now, this is the kind of advice I'm telling you. You understand? So try to fix up. Get apprenticeship as young you are. You understand? You can work in me. I go places like SADA Council, that whole organization. I see young girls, you know what I mean? I see them, I'm older than them. I see all these 27, you know what I mean? I'm happy for them. They drive Bentley, Benzes, BMW. You can get it. I'm paying monthly. You go guarantee job. You understand? And if you want to mortgage, you can get mortgage. You understand? Don't watch these properties that you see. They're saying 100, 2,000, 600,000 pounds. They say the property 1-bedroom flat. You can buy it for 60,000 pounds. I said with a good job. You understand? Me personally, I went through craziness business and all this. You know what I mean? But see what is coming out of me. See, the video is supposed to be short, but the advice keep adding up. I'll give it to you. So you have to take this. Don't say you don't do what you preach. No. Something in me is giving you this. Perhaps me myself, I don't see it, but it comes out of me for you. But you don't want about me. It's me at this current situation, position. Perhaps I'm better than you. You know what I'm trying to say? But if you take my advice, perhaps tomorrow you'll be better than me. And me, I am a person who congratulates people. So if you're better than me tomorrow, it's not bad. If I know you, I'll be pleased with you. Because I know if I'm broke as well, you can assist me. If I need some assistance, like when they talk about referee and all that, if you're working in some company, that you could be my referee. Do you understand? So taking this advice. Last more thing, be clean. Be clean. Stop. We live in a society which is developed. England, Great Britain, UK. You understand? Like me personally, is London City, Sadak, Southeast, Borough and Bankside. To fix up, look clean. You understand? Look clean. All these clothes you see, they're selling it. They're selling it. Tomorrow I'm expecting a delivery. You understand? Of a few things that I bought. T-shirt, 20 pounds. With 40, they put it on discounts. It's on sale. Things like that. Look for it. Nowadays you got the internet. Have trust. Go to Nage's website. Fix yourself. Spend your money. And try to live happy. Stop living in sorrow life, angry face, dirtiness, swinging up and down, sleeping around with anybody, everybody. Fix up. You understand? Don't shame your parents, don't shame yourself. Certain parents, they're wrong, they can't speak to you the truth. You understand? No. As an adult, fix up. Get wise. Don't use your internet just for TikTok, Facebook. Use your internet to teach yourself, to see the light, to understand life, live it, to understand the society, the country we live in. Do research. You understand? And if you think age is no far away gone, go back to college. Go to the apprenticeship. Learn life skill, as they call it. If you already got skill, get the job. And a job is a job. You know what I mean? Job is not just about being a manager. You could be working, doing washer while you live with your parents, doing washer for Tesco. Right? You can go for Amazon. You can instead of you buying a car, driving license, circling up and down, you can become a delivery driver. And tomorrow, next day, you live somewhere else. You understand? My last message go back to the government members. You need to create some studio for these children. The second of them can't get bedroom flats and all that. Create some studio. All this empty space garden. Create studio. Not in the block, because some of them are scared to live among many people. But single self-storage studio. You understand? Even in horizontal line. Studio. Cameras, you know what I mean? So go live there. You know what I mean? Government take them. You know what I'm saying? You see like this our property the way it's lined up. You can create those kind of doors. Studio. You know what I mean? And you put many cameras there, security for young children. You know, as soon as he's young, you know what I mean, he can quit his parents' house, he can start his life there. You understand? If you go around with every partner he has, sooner or later, you know what I mean? They go back to what I just said earlier on, sit down on the table and have a conversation how they're going to pay the tenancy and all that. They fix that. We live in a good country. You understand? Me, I come from the Congo. It's not similar to this country. You know what I mean? Certain people in certain nations as well, they understand what I'm talking about. So this country is not paradise, but life is it can be achieved peacefully. You can live happily. You know what I mean? And to all my illegal people, immigrants, I wish you all the best. Don't hesitate to knock door, make friends. You know what I mean? Mistake can happen, but stand on your 2 feet. There's good people, have faith. There's good people on earth. You know what I mean? Not everybody is racist. Not everybody is devilish. Not everybody is a negativist. Not everybody dislike you, or not everybody don't like you. So have a courage. You know what I mean? Stand on your 2 feet. Have a motivation. Have a decision. Make up your mind, and all the best. That's all I was about to say. Me, I'm well dressed today. Me, I usually wear simple like this. Right? Tomorrow I'm expecting a new delivery. I cook a few t-shirts for summertime. The pair of train and Converse already came this morning. I already have it. You know what I mean? So it's not bad. Money is to spend. And you look my foreigner people as well, back home. Assist back home. You know what I mean? Go parents there, brother, sister, cousin, nephew. If any contribution is, just give them, send the money to Western Union. You know what I mean? Stop swinging up and down, send you to travel abroad to sleep with poor people, children. Poor children. No, don't do that. Sit here, sit to you. You understand? Money, you can assist them from here. Instead of you buying 600 tickets, you know what I mean, to go there to waste and over 600 by visiting them, and start sleeping around and spending money over there or riding around, just get a little some, send it there, you enjoy yourself over here and chill. You understand? Holiday can happen, you know what I mean? Once in a blue moon, it's not bad to go see family. But help back home as well and help yourself as well. Greediness, stop this greediness. On this country, you can foreigner man or foreigner woman, you're doing anything thinking you're gonna build a mansion back home. You're gonna build 6-story, 30-story, you're gonna build a building, you're gonna buy many houses. But what you're doing over here now, it is exposed over there as well. Sooner or later, you're gonna go back there, you see, they say, look what you do when you're over there. Look what we've been seeing on the website. You know what I mean? But if you live shameless, I don't know, but consciously, you know our conscience teaches people. So, give you advice. Me and my home, sooner or later, I'm going in there to watch, see the BBC News already started. So, I'm going to go in there to watch BBC News and watch my favorite show, The One Show, and then see what else is on TV. Sooner or later, I'm going to sleep. Now, for the single people, don't worry. This single is not a problem. See, a baby boy doesn't have a baby girlfriend. A baby girl doesn't have a baby boyfriend. A divorced doesn't have a husband or boyfriend. Widow doesn't have a... You know what I'm trying to say? So at some point you can be single. It's not bad. If you don't want to be single, I wish you the best. Find them someone. You know what I mean? If someone find you as well, try and see if you can work, take a chance. But if you actually living a single, it's not bad. Me, at this current era, at this particular moment, I believe a single man. Like the priest of Roman Catholic, they're known for not having girlfriend or wife. Concentrate on God's business. So-called truth. You know what I mean? And for those who is truth, truth. For those who is not truth, be careful. Because me, I'm living in that truth. I'm a single man, I'm single, I'm a home, I'm single. But it doesn't mean I cannot scratch myself. You know what I mean? If I feel a bit itchy. You know what I'm trying to say? Say hello to all the ladies around the world. I love you so much, ladies. Me, as you see, me personally, I love women so much. Because women are very important. Even though we think the world is a man's world, because man is stronger than a woman. We think women are soft, women are weak or whatever. They say man world. No, women are the owners. You know, woman that carry, not father carries the child. woman that carry child. That shows the power of woman. It's woman that take care of the child mostly. You know what I mean? They'll have you in their belly, they give birth to you, they're taking care of you from day to day. You know, if you doubt it, you see most moms go pick up their children, wake up early morning to take them to school. And when you're sick, you need mom. Cooking food and all that is mom. Women are very important. Plus, for man like me, late night, casual kisses and all that, you need woman. Unless you're gay, or unless you're a woman, she's lazy. But me, I'm talking more about that. I'm talking about me as a man. I love women. So I say hello to all the women. I send them my kisses, a hug from far distance. You know what I mean? We close, but we far, but we close. You know what I'm trying to say? Thank all the engineering people, all the intellectual people, the smart people for creating the systems such as the internet, the videos, communication, you know what I mean? All these tools that we have, even from far, we can think of each other, or we can see each other without touching, but it's all good. You know what I'm trying to say? Now, to all my friends and people who know me, that's all I have to say today. Got this Kengo hat, you know what I mean? This one you see, this Kengo hat. You know what I mean? Oh, this t-shirt is Ted Baker. This jean is VO1. The trainer is loyalty and faith. The socks is Tommy Hilfiger. The perfume today I put David Beckham. Romantic scent. No, green romance or something like that. You know what I mean? I've got it over there, I forget the name, but I don't know about something like that. You know what I mean? So I smell nice, I look nice. Just catching out the sunshine, I was playing music. I thought about making this video, I make it. Now it's going to my YouTube account. And anybody who's going to come across it, you have to watch this kind of things. It's good for you. Because me, most of the time I talk the truth. My intention is to always talk the truth and say things as it is. That's my intention. That's who I am. As a human, sometimes I feel, you know what I mean? That's happened to everybody. But nowadays, I think I'm a saint. You know what I mean? Wow, that's it for today. Enjoy yourself. Summertime is here. Enjoy yourself. Me personally, I love summertime. Summertime, you know what I mean? The lady that I like, I think it's good to see them. Summertime. You know, winter time, most of us are cozying up. Not outside, or maybe outside jackets, you know what I mean? Coats and all that. But summertime, everybody's relaxing. And me personally, I like to see the women. Even though nowadays I'm not outside no more as I used to. You know what I mean? Nowadays I'm my own boy, own man. I'm comfortable home, you know what I mean? Because we go this system. I'm able to stay at home but have everything. To stay at home but you in America. Stay at home but you in Australia. Stay at home but you in Asia. Stay at home but you in Europe. Stay at home but you in Africa. Stay at home but you in the UK. So that's what I was about to say. It's 58 minutes 70 seconds. Let's just make it up to 60 minutes, which is 1 hour. And I'll end this video and I'm going in there, watch BBC London, because I think BBC News is almost finished. Soon is BBC London, so I have to be at home because I live in London as well. So BBC London, you know what I mean? TV license, no bad feeling, you know, no hard feeling. You know what I mean? Leave me alone, I leave you alone. This is London City, you know what I mean? This is London City. This is inside like Bowen Banks like Tabaga. You know what I mean? Oh, this is neighborhood, you know what I mean? This is neighborhood, this is neighbor. See that orange places there? That's I've been. It just recently painted. It looks nice now. That's one of the reasons I'm telling you have to be clean as well, you know what I mean? See, if they can paint the bin area looking like that, you're a human, you know what I mean? Because you get benefit or you can get the job. So fix up, yeah? Fix up, buy a little perfume, buy clothes, spend your money. Don't use this reason of make sure. Make sure for what? You're not white. And even whites, when they know I'm talking about make sure, they understand, you know what I mean? My great-granddad was white. So make sure you understand what I'm trying to say. You understand, yeah? Black and white, Asian, mixed race, every religion, Muslim, Christian, Kimbanese, Buddhist, Hinduist, all religion on earth salute you, people, black and white, of every color.